Admiral Jake Morrison stood on the bridge of the UES Thunderstrike. The ship floated in empty space, but Jake knew they were not really there. The dark matter drive kept them hidden between normal space and somewhere else. No alien could see them. No alien scanner could find them. "Admiral, the alien ships are coming," said Commander Lisa Hayes. She looked at her screen with bright blue numbers dancing across it. 3 big fleets. They want to stop our people on Kepler 442. Jake nodded. He had known this day would come. The Galactic Council did not like humans. They told Earth what to do. They said humans could not build colonies where they wanted. They said humans were too young and too weak to make their own choices. "How many ships?" Jake asked. 250 alien warships, Lisa said. Vorthon lizard ships with big guns. Zelari crystal ships that shoot light beams. And Nexus energy ships that can change shape. Jake smiled. The aliens thought they were so smart. They had ruled the galaxy for 50,000 years. They had weapons that could break planets. They had shields that could stop any human weapon. But they did not know about dark matter. "Captain Parker, are your ships ready?" Jake spoke into his comm. "Yes, sir," came the voice of Captain Steve Parker. "All 12 dark matter ships are here. We are waiting for your order." Jake looked out at the stars. Somewhere out there, human families lived on Kepler 442. They grew food and built homes. They had children who played in alien sunlight. The Council wanted to take that away. They wanted to send the humans back to Earth, like bad dogs. "Show me the enemy," Jake said. The big screen lit up. Jake saw the alien fleets moving in a long line. The Vorthon ships looked like metal snakes with guns all over them. The Zelari ships were like flying diamonds that sparkled with deadly light. The Nexus ships kept changing shape, sometimes round, sometimes long and thin. "They do not know. We are here," Lisa said. "Their scanners see nothing." "Good," Jake said. "Let them think they are safe." The alien ships moved closer to Kepler 442. Jake knew what would happen next. The aliens would call the human colony. They would say mean things. They would tell the humans to leave or die. Then they would start shooting. But not today. "All ships. This is Admiral Morrison." Jake spoke to his small fleet. "Today we show the galaxy that humans are not weak. Today we show them that we do not bow down to anyone. Begin the attack." The Thunderstrike moved out of dark matter space. 1 second, it was not there. The next second, it was right next to a big Vorthon warship. The alien ship was as long as a city and had hundreds of guns. But it could not see the human ship until it was too late. Jake watched as Captain Parker's ship, the Hughes Lightning, appeared inside the shields of a Zelari crystal ship. The human ship fired its dark matter guns. The alien ship broke apart like glass dot all around the battle. Human ships appeared from nowhere. They moved through alien shields like they were not there. They fired weapons that the aliens had never seen before. The alien guns tried to shoot back, but the human ships were already gone, back into dark matter space. "Look at that," Lisa said with wonder in her voice. A Nexus energy ship tried to ram the UES Thunder. The alien ship was made of pure energy and very fast, but the Thunder shifted into dark matter space. The Nexus ship went right through it and crashed into one of its own Vorthon allies. Jake felt proud of his people. For 200 years, humans had traveled the stars. The aliens had always looked down on them. They called humans the young race, or the stupid apes. They made rules that kept humans weak and small. But humans were different from aliens. Humans could think in new ways. Humans could see things that aliens could not see. And humans never gave up. "Admiral, the Vorthon command ship is trying to call for help," Lisa said. "Let them," Jake said. "Let them tell the Council what they saw here." The battle was almost over. Most of the alien ships were broken or running away. The few that tried to fight could not hit targets they could not see. Human ships appeared, fired, and vanished like ghosts. Captain Steve Parker's voice came over the comm. "Admiral, we have one. All alien ships are destroyed or gone. No human ships are hurt." Jake looked at the floating pieces of alien metal in space. He thought about the families on Kepler 442 who would be safe now. He thought about Earth and all the humans who wanted to be free. "Good work, everyone," Jake said. "Now the real fight begins. The Council will not like this. They will send more ships. They will be very angry." "What do we do now?" Lisa asked. Jake smiled again. "Now we go home. We tell Earth what happened here. And we get ready for the Council to come asking questions." The human ships moved back into dark matter space. In minutes, they were gone. Only broken alien ships remained, floating in the cold space around Kepler-442, far away, in the great halls of the Galactic Council. Alarms began to ring. The impossible had happened. A young race had defeated the mighty fleets of the Council, and nobody knew how they had done it. The galaxy was about to change forever. The great hall of the Galactic Council was full of angry voices. Ambassador Karen Bell sat in the human chair and watched the alien leaders shout at each other. She had been on Axiom Prime for 3 days now. 3 days of listening to aliens call humans names and demand things that humans would never give. Chancellor Vextel stood up from his seat. He was a big lizard alien with sharp teeth and red eyes. His people, the Vorthons, had ruled part of the galaxy for 20,000 years. Now his ships were broken metal, floating in space. "This is an act of war," Vextel said. His voice was like rocks grinding together. "The humans used illegal weapons. They killed my people without honor. They must be punished." Karen did not show any feeling on her face. She had been a diplomat for 15 years. She knew how to stay calm when aliens got mad, but inside, she felt proud. The human fleet had done something wonderful at Kepler 442. "The humans broke the law," said Shard Prime Cathara. She was a crystal alien who looked like a walking diamond. Her people, the Zelari, made the best computers in the galaxy. No young race can have such weapons. It is not possible. High Arbitrator Multhik floated above all of them. He was made of pure energy and looked like a small star. He was older than any of them. He had seen the rise and fall of 100 alien races. "Show us the battle records," Multhik said in a voice like wind. The big screen in the hall lit up. Karen watched the battle again. She had seen it many times already, but it still made her feel good. The human ships appeared from nowhere. They shot through alien shields. They destroyed ships that had never been beaten before. See, Vextel pointed at the screen with a clawed hand. "The human ships ignore our shields. Their weapons pass through our armor like it is not there. This is not normal technology. Our scientists cannot explain it," Cathara said. Her crystal body made singing sounds when she moved. "The human ships seem to exist in 2 places at once. They fire weapons that should not work." Karen stood up. All the alien eyes turned to her. She was small compared to most of them, but she did not feel afraid. "You gave us 3 choices when you first came to Earth," Karen said. Her voice was clear and strong. "Submit to the Council, serve the older races, or be destroyed. We choose none of those." "You cannot choose none," Vextel hissed. "Those are the only choices. Every race in the galaxy has made one of those choices. Humans are different," Karen said. "We choose to stand as equals." The hall filled with angry voices. Aliens shouted, in languages that sounded like music, grinding stones, and breaking glass. Karen waited for them to get quiet. "You want to know how we did it?" Karen said when the noise stopped. "You want our technology. You want us to tell you our secrets." "Yes," Multhik said. "The Council demands to know how a young race created such weapons." Karen smiled. "Then you should have been nicer to us." More angry voices filled the hall. Some aliens stood up from their seats. Others made threatening sounds. Karen did not move. The humans will tell us, Vextal said. We will make them tell us how, Karen asked. Will you attack Earth? Will you try to break our planets like you broke other worlds? If we must, Cathara said. The Council has ruled the galaxy for 50,000 years. We will not let young apes change that. Karen laughed. The aliens did not like that. They thought humans should be scared. You still do not understand, Karen said. You think we got lucky at Kepler 442? You think we have a few special ships? You think if you bring enough guns, we will give up? What are you saying? Multhik asked. I am saying you are wrong about everything, Karen said. You are wrong about humans. You are wrong about our technology. And you are wrong if you think we will ever bow down to you. Vextal stood up tall. He was twice as big as Karen, but she did not step back. The Vorthan Empire has 1,000 worlds, he said. We have 10,000 warships. We have weapons that can break stars. What do humans have? We have something you lost a long time ago, Karen said. We have the power to change. We have the power to grow. We have the power to become something new. Enough, Multhik said. His energy body got brighter. The Council gives humans one choice. Give us your dark matter technology. Tell us how you made these weapons. Do this in 3 days, or we will destroy Earth and every human world. Karen looked around the hall. She saw aliens who had ruled the galaxy since before humans learned to make fire. They were old and powerful, and sure that they could never lose. 3 days? Karen asked. 3 days, Multhik said. After that, the human race ends. Karen picked up her bag and walked toward the door. All the aliens watched her go. Where are you going? Vextal called after her. Karen stopped and turned around. I am going to call Earth. I need to tell them that the Galactic Council just declared war on humanity. This is not war, Cathara said. This is justice. You can call it whatever you want, Karen said. But in 3 days, you will learn what humans do when someone threatens our families. She walked out of the hall. Behind her, the aliens started shouting again. They made plans to gather their fleets. They talked about bringing weapons that had not been used for thousands of years. Karen was not worried. She knew something that aliens did not know. The battle at Kepler 442 was not humanity's best. It was just the beginning. As she walked to her ship, Karen thought about Admiral Morrison and Captain Parker. She thought about all the human engineers and scientists who had worked so hard to build something new. She thought about the children on Kepler 442 who could now grow up free. The aliens thought they knew everything about war. They thought they knew everything about power. But they had never fought humans before. They were about to learn. Dr. Amy Rodriguez stood in the Luna Dark Matter Research Facility and looked at the machine that had changed everything. It was not big or scary looking. It looked like a metal box with wires and lights. But this simple machine could reach into the space between spaces and touch things that should not exist. Tell them how it works, Doctor, said General Rick Turner. He was the head of Earth's space defense. Around the room sat the most important people on Earth. Presidents, generals, scientists, and engineers. They all wanted to understand the weapon. That had made aliens afraid. Amy touched the machine with her hand. We call it dark matter, she said. But that is not really what it is. It is the framework that holds everything together. Like the bones inside a body, but for the whole universe. How did you find it? Asked President Alex Johnson. She was a small woman with gray hair, but her voice was strong. By accident, Amy said. We were trying to make better engines for our ships. We wanted to go faster than light without using so much power. But when we tried, something strange happened. Amy turned on the machine. The air in the room began to feel different. Everyone could sense something was there, but they could not see it. The aliens think in straight lines, Amy said. They see matter and energy and space and time. They try to control these things by pushing them around, like trying to move a mountain by hitting it with a hammer. But humans think differently. General Turner asked. Yes, Amy said. Humans can see patterns. We can feel connections that other aliens cannot feel. When we tried to make our new engine, some of our people started to sense something else. Something that was always there, but hidden. Lieutenant Colonel Beth Sanders stepped forward. She was young and had short brown hair. Dr. Rodriguez, show them the test. Amy nodded. Beth, will you help me? Beth put her hand on the machine next to Amy's hand. Right away, the machine began to glow. The air in the room started to bend and twist. Everyone could see strange shapes moving in the empty space. Beth has the gift, Amy said. About 1 in every 10 humans can do this. We can touch the dark matter with our minds. We can feel it, and shape it, and use it. What gift? President Johnson asked. The ability to see quantum probability, Amy said. The ability to know where something is, and where it could be at the same time. Alien brains cannot do this. Their minds are too ... solid. Beth closed her eyes. In the air above her hand, a small ship appeared. It looked real, but everyone could see through it. This ship exists in dark matter space, Beth said. It is here, but it is also not here. I can move it anywhere I want without it traveling through normal space. She moved her hand, and the ghost ship flew across the room. It passed through the wall and came back from the other side. That is how our ships can appear anywhere, Amy said. They do not fly through space. They step between spaces. General Turner leaned forward. What about the weapons? Amy smiled. Show them, Beth. Beth made the ghost ship point at an empty chair. A thin line of light came from the ship and hit the chair. The chair did not burn or break. It just stopped being there. The weapons do not destroy things, Amy said. They push things out of normal space. The alien ships at Kepler 442 are not really gone. They are just somewhere else now. Somewhere else? President Johnson asked. In dark matter space, Amy said. They still exist, but not in our universe. Maybe someday we can bring them back. Maybe not. Everyone in the room was quiet for a moment. They were thinking about what this meant. How long have we been able to do this? General Turner asked. We built the first dark matter engine 5 years ago, Amy said. But we kept it secret. We knew the aliens would not like it. Why? Asked President Johnson. Because it makes their technology look like toys, Amy said. For 50,000 years, the aliens have been the smartest beings in the galaxy. They have the best computers, the strongest weapons, the fastest ships. But they cannot touch dark matter. Only humans can do that. Colonel Sanders turned off the machine. The ghost ship disappeared, and the air went back to normal. We have been building dark matter ships for 3 years, she said. We have hidden factories in the asteroid belt. We have training centers on the dark side of the moon. The aliens never saw any of it because we built everything in dark matter space. How many ships do we have? General Turner asked. Right now, 50, Colonel Sanders said. But we can build more fast. In dark matter space, we do not need to worry about resources or time. We can take metal from one place and put it somewhere else in seconds. Amy walked over to a big screen on the wall. She turned it on and showed a map of the galaxy. The aliens think they are safe in their home systems, she said. They think we are far away on Earth. But distance means nothing in dark matter space. Our ships can be anywhere in the galaxy in minutes. Red dots appeared on the map. There were hundreds of them scattered across alien space. What are those? President Johnson asked. Dark matter mines, Amy said. For 2 years, our ships have been placing them near alien worlds. The aliens cannot see them or find them. But if we turn them on, ... you can destroy alien planets. General Turner asked. We can move alien planets, Amy said. Push them into dark matter space. Make them disappear from the galaxy. The room was very quiet. Everyone understood now. Earth was not just defending itself. Earth had the power to win. The aliens gave us 3 choices, President Johnson said slowly. Submit, serve, or be destroyed. But we found a 4th choice. Yes, Amy said. We choose to be free. And we choose to help other young races be free too. General Turner stood up. Doctor, how many humans can use this technology? We have tested 50,000 people, Amy said. 5,000 have the gift strong enough to pilot dark matter ships. Many more can help with smaller tasks. That is enough to change everything, the general said. Amy nodded. The galaxy has been ruled by old races for too long. They stopped growing. They stopped learning. They became weak by staying the same. But humans keep changing, Colonel Sanders added. We keep trying new things. We keep pushing to be better. That is why we could find dark matter when they could not. President Johnson looked around the room at all the important people. The Galactic Council has given us 3 days to surrender our technology. What do we tell them? Amy smiled. We tell them that humans do not surrender. We tell them that the galaxy is about to get much more interesting. Outside the facility, the stars shone down on Luna. Somewhere among those stars, alien fleets were gathering. They were bringing their biggest guns and their oldest weapons. They thought they could scare humans into giving up. They were wrong. In dark matter space, human ships were already moving. They carried weapons that could reshape reality itself. And they were piloted by people who refused to bow down to anyone. The real war was about to begin. The alien fleet was the biggest the galaxy had ever seen. Admiral Jake Morrison watched it on his screens from the bridge of the Thunderstrike. 10,000 warships surrounded Earth's solar system like a metal wall. Ships from 17 different alien races, all wanting to destroy humanity. Look at all of them, said Commander Lisa Hayes. She pointed at the screen, where thousands of dots showed alien ships, Forthon battlecruisers, Zelari crystal destroyers, Nexus shapeshifters, even the old Krathen death ships that nobody has seen for 1,000 years. Jake nodded. The aliens were scared, really scared. They had brought weapons that could break planets and tear holes in space itself. They thought human technology was too dangerous to exist. They have made their choice, Jake said. Now we make ours. In the command center on Earth, President Alex Johnson sat with her war council. On the big screen, she could see Ambassador Karen Bell speaking from her ship near Axiom Prime. The council has refused all attempts at peace, Karen said. They want complete surrender of all dark matter technology. They want our scientists and engineers. They want to study our people like animals. General Rick Turner stood up from his chair. Madam President, our intelligence shows they plan to attack regardless of what we do. Captain Parker's spy mission confirmed it. They call humans a galactic infection that must be removed. President Johnson looked tired. She had not slept in 3 days. How can we fight so many ships? The same way we fought at Kepler 442, said Dr. Amy Rodriguez. She was connected by video from Luna, but this time we do not hold back. Captain Steve Parker appeared on another screen. He was aboard the EU's Lightning somewhere in dark matter space. Madam President, we have completed our preparations. All 50 dark matter ships are ready. The mine network is active. Our people are waiting for orders. What about the civilians? President Johnson asked. We have families on 100 worlds. Already protected, said Lieutenant Colonel Beth Sanders from the Luna facility. We moved all human colonies into dark matter space yesterday. The aliens cannot find them or hurt them now. President Johnson looked around the room. These people had worked so hard to keep humanity free. Now, they were asking her to start a war with the entire galaxy. General Turner, what are our chances? She asked. Against normal enemies, we would lose, the general said. But these are not normal enemies. These are aliens who have not fought a real war in thousands of years. They have become soft and slow. On the screen, Admiral Morrison spoke from his ship. The alien fleet is moving toward Earth. They will reach us in 6 hours. President Johnson made her decision. Admiral Morrison, you have permission to defend Earth. Show them what humans can do. Far above Earth, the alien commander stood on his flagship. His name was War Leader Grimthak, and he was a Krathan. His people were the oldest warriors in the galaxy. They had conquered 1,000 worlds. Begin the attack, Grimthak said in his deep voice. Show these young apes the price of defying the Council. The alien fleet moved forward. Plasma cannons charged up. Particle beams got ready to fire. Planet killer missiles armed themselves. The aliens expected the human fleet to appear and fight like normal ships. Nothing happened. Where are they? Asked the Vorthan captain next to Grimthak. Our sensors show no human ships. They are hiding, Grimthak said. Cowards. Fire on their planet. Kill them all. The alien fleet opened fire on Earth. Thousands of weapons shot bright beams of death toward the blue world. But the beams hit something invisible and bounced away. A dark matter shield covered the entire planet. Impossible, the Vorthan captain said. No shield can be that big. It is not a shield, came a voice from behind them. It is a doorway. Grimthak turned around. A human stood on his bridge, a human woman in a dark uniform. She had appeared from nowhere. I am Captain Sarah Mitchell, the woman said. And you are all under arrest for threatening human civilians. Alarms started ringing all over the alien fleet. Human ships were appearing inside their formations, not around them or near them, but inside their own ships. The humans had turned the aliens' own holes into dark matter gateways. Captain Parker's voice came over every alien radio at once. Attention, alien fleet. You are surrounded. Surrender now, or we will show you what real weapons can do. War leader, Grimthak laughed. You have 50 ships. We have 10,000. Even with your strange technology, you cannot win. Captain Mitchell smiled. 50 ships? Who told you we only have 50 ships? The space around the alien fleet began to change. Stars seemed to bend and twist. Reality itself looked different. Look at your sensors now, Captain Mitchell said. Grimthak looked at his screens. Where before there had been empty space, now there were human ships. Hundreds of them. Thousands of them. Dark matter vessels appeared from nowhere, surrounding the alien fleet completely. Welcome to dark matter space, Captain Mitchell said. This is our home now. Here, we make the rules. The alien weapons tried to fire, but their shots passed through empty space. The human ships existed in too many dimensions at once. Some were in normal space, some were in dark matter space, and some were in places that had no names. This is impossible, Grimthak said. No race can build so many ships so fast. Time works differently in dark matter space, Captain Mitchell explained. We can build a ship in minutes. We can train a pilot in hours. We can be anywhere we want to be. Admiral Morrison's voice came over the radio to all ships, human and alien. This is Admiral Morrison of the Earth Defense Fleet, War Leader Grimthak. You have entered human space with weapons charged and orders to kill civilians. By the laws of war, we have the right to destroy you. You are young fools, Grimthak said. The Council will send more fleets. Bigger fleets. We will never stop hunting you. Then you will never stop losing, Admiral Morrison said. Fire. The human fleet opened fire, but not with normal weapons. Dark matter beams reached out and touched the alien ships. One by one, the enemy vessels began to fade away. They were not destroyed. They were moved, pushed into dark matter space where they could not hurt anyone. In 10 minutes, the entire alien fleet was gone. 10,000 warships vanished without a trace. Only empty space remained around Earth. President Johnson watched from her command center as the last alien ship disappeared. Is it over? This battle is over, Admiral Morrison said. But the war is just beginning. The Council will not accept this defeat. They will try again. Let them, said Dr. Rodriguez from Luna. Every time they attack us, we get stronger. Every time they threaten us, more humans develop the gift. We are evolving, Madam President. We are becoming something new. Captain Mitchell reappeared on the Thunderstrike's bridge. She had completed her mission and returned to normal space. The alien command crew is secure, she reported. They are asking how we did this. They want to know how humans became so powerful. Admiral Morrison looked out at the stars. Somewhere out there, the Galactic Council was learning that their greatest fleet had been defeated without destroying a single ship. They would be confused and angry and afraid. Tell them the truth, Jake said. Tell them that humans refuse to stay small. Tell them that we will never stop growing and learning and becoming better. And tell them, said President Johnson over the radio, that any race who wants to be free is welcome to join us. The galaxy does not belong to the Council anymore. The war for galactic freedom had begun, and humanity was winning. 6 months later, Ambassador Karen Bell stood in the same great hall where the aliens had once threatened humanity. But everything was different now. The Galactic Council was gone. In its place sat the Galactic Assembly, where every race had an equal voice. The motion passes, Karen said from her new position as Assembly Speaker. The Rigel colonies are now free to govern themselves. No older race may claim them as property. Around the hall, representatives from dozens of young races cheered. The Belthy bird people flapped their wings in joy. The Gornix rock beings rumbled with happiness. The sylphid gas creatures swirled in bright colors. Not all the aliens were happy. Chancellor Vextel sat in his chair with anger in his red eyes. His Vorthan Empire had lost half its territory as young races declared independence. The Zalari had seen their slave worlds break free. The ancient Nexus Confederation was falling apart as energy beings chose their own paths. This is madness, Vextel hissed. The young races cannot govern themselves. They need guidance. They need order. They need freedom, said Captain Steve Parker. He wore the new uniform of the Galactic Defense Force, an organization that protected young races from bullies, something you never gave them. High Arbitrator Molthic floated in his usual place, but his energy form was dimmer now. The old order was dying, and he knew it. Humans have doomed the galaxy, Molthic said in his wind voice. Without the Council's guidance, there will be chaos. Wars between young races, destruction and death. There was already war, said Dr. Amy Rodriguez. She sat at the Human Science Advisory seat. Your wars, your destruction. You just called it order and made the young races clean up the mess. Admiral Jake Morrison entered the hall with news from the Defense Fleet. Assembly Speaker, we have a problem. 3 Krathan war fleets are moving toward the Andorian sector. They say the young races there belong to them. Karen nodded. Captain Parker, please handle this. Steve Parker smiled. With pleasure, Madam Speaker. He touched his communicator. This is Captain Parker. To all dark matter defense ships in Sector 7. We have old bullies trying to steal lunch money again. Please remind them that the playground has new rules. On the big screen, everyone could see the space battle that followed. It was not really a battle. The Krathan ships fired their biggest weapons at empty space, while human ships appeared behind them, around them, and inside them. In minutes, the entire Krathan fleet was moved to dark matter prison space, where they could think about what they had done wrong. The Andorian worlds are safe, Admiral Morrison reported. The young races there send their thanks. This cannot continue. Vextel stood up. You humans cannot police the entire galaxy. You do not have enough ships or people. Watch us, said Lieutenant Colonel Beth Sanders. She had been promoted to head of dark matter training. Every day, More humans develop the gift. Every day, we train new pilots and engineers. And every day, grateful young races send us their best people to learn our ways. It was true. The hall was full of young aliens who had come to learn about dark matter technology. Not all of them could use it like humans, but some could. The gift was spreading. Besides, said Captain Sarah Mitchell from her seat as head of Galactic Intelligence, we are not alone anymore. The screen changed to show the galaxy map. Green dots marked human ships and bases, but there were also blue dots, yellow dots, and purple dots. The Belthi have learned to use their natural flying abilities with dark matter, Sarah explained. They can scout better than any human pilot. The Gorniks discovered that their rock bodies can channel dark matter energy. They make excellent engineers. The Sylphid can exist in dark matter space naturally. They are perfect for long-range missions. A coalition of the young, Karen said, growing stronger every day. War leader Grimthok had been quiet during the meeting. The old Krathan warrior was a prisoner of war, but humans treated prisoners well. He had been thinking about many things. I have fought wars for 300 years, Grimthak said suddenly. I have conquered worlds and broken fleets, but I have never seen anything like what humans can do. Because you fight the old way, Admiral Morrison said. You push and hit and break things. Humans flow like water. We find new paths. There is something else, Grimthok said. Something that frightens the old races more than your weapons. What? Karen asked. You are changing us, Grimthok said. Young Krathan watch human broadcasts and ask questions. Why do we live only for war? Why do we not explore and build and create? Your ideas spread like fire. President Alex Johnson appeared on the screen from Earth. That was always the plan, war leader. Not to defeat the old races, but to show them a better way. Molthek's energy form flickered. And if we refuse to change, then you become museums, President Johnson said kindly. Interesting relics of the past. The galaxy will remember you and learn from your mistakes. But if you choose to grow, Dr. Rodriguez added, if you choose to become something new, then you are welcome to join us. The universe is big enough for everyone. Vextal was quiet for a long moment. His empire was crumbling, but his people were not dying. They were learning. Some young Vorthans had even joined the Galactic Defense Force. What do you really want? He asked finally. To explore, Karen said. To learn. To find out what is beyond the edge of the galaxy. To meet new friends among the stars. And to make sure that every thinking being has the right to choose their own path, added Admiral Morrison. The meeting ended with new laws protecting young races and new funding for exploration missions. As the representatives left, Karen looked out the great windows at the stars. Captain Parker joined her. Thinking about the old days. Thinking about the future, Karen said. 6 months ago, the aliens told us we had 3 choices. Submit, serve, or be destroyed. And we chose door number 4, Steve said. Freedom. Not just for us, Karen said. For everyone. Above them, the stars shone with new hope. Human ships moved between them, carrying medicine to sick worlds, food to hungry planets, and knowledge to young races ready to grow. The dark matter network spread farther every day, connecting distant worlds and making the galaxies smaller in his private quarters. Admiral Morrison looked at reports from the exploration fleets. Captain Lisa Hayes had taken the UES Thunderstrike beyond the galactic rim and found strange new things, energy patterns that might be other universes, signals that could be messages from beings made of pure thought. Admiral, came Dr. Rodriguez's voice over the communicator. We are ready for the next phase. Already? Jake asked. The young races are eager to learn. The Belthi want to explore other dimensions. The Gorniks want to build cities in dark matter, space. The Sylphid want to visit other galaxies. Jake smiled. And the humans? The humans want to do all of it. Amy laughed. We want to see everything, learn everything, become everything we can be. Outside his window, Jake could see Earth hanging in space like a blue jewel. It looked so small and peaceful, but from this small world had come the idea that changed the galaxy forever. That every being had the right to choose their own destiny. The Galactic Council had ruled for 50,000 years by keeping things the same. They had been strong because they never changed. But change was the most powerful force in the universe, and humans were the masters of change. This is Admiral Morrison to all ships, Jake said into his communicator. Begin the next phase. Let us show the universe what free people can accomplish. Across the galaxy, dark matter ships began moving toward unknown regions. They carried explorers from 100 different races, all working together to push the boundaries of what was possible. The age of the Galactic Council was over. The age of infinite possibility had begun, and it had all started because one young race refused to bow down to their betters. Because humans looked at the word impossible and decided it was just another problem to solve. The galaxy would never be the same again, and that was exactly what humanity had planned.